Hello, and welcome back to Off the Table. We feel like we haven't seen you guys. We had our Battle Royale, and then we took a week off, and then we took a week off, and now we're here. So, episode 34, we are back in Parna. Welcome back. We're glad to have each and every one of you. A couple of announcements. We've started to have, we're so good, we need announcements. We want to hype a couple of our esteemed colleagues and friends. Because if you go to YouTube and you check out Off the Table, there is more than just Parna there now. We have Path of Most Resistance, which is ready for episode 7? 7? 8? One of those. I can't hear what you're saying. Can't hear what you're saying.
You're muted. Sorry. Look forward to on YouTube episode 6 coming out soon.
All right. But they play on Wednesdays. You can go check them out at twitch.tv/Gabby_bird. And they upload every week as they can to our YouTube. So go check that out. They play on Wednesdays, 6 p.m. Mountain, which is 8 p.m. Eastern. And another, so that's DM'd by Gabby. And then another player, we have Lived Game, who has just started Steel Fist Keep. You can check them out. They just played episode 4 yesterday. Correct. They play on Saturdays on his channel, twitch.tv/live2game. You should go check them out. It's a good time. Smaller party than what we have here, but lots of combat, lots of fun, little girl impersonations. It's a good time. You should go check them out. They play Saturdays, 3 p.m. Pacific, which is 6 p.m. Eastern, every Saturday. You should go check those out. And we have some news for you. We have a charity stream that we have decided to do. We're going to do a charity one-shot, and that is going to benefit St. Jude Play Live, which is St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, something that I think we all have decided that we want to support this year. So we're going to do a one-shot. We're going to play just a little one-off that you guys can influence with your donations to St. Jude. More info coming next week on that. But we are going to start that an hour earlier than our normal time. 3 p.m. EDT, and that will be April 29th. So 2 weeks. So Parna today, Parna next week, charity one shot at the end of the month. It's going to be fun. Bring your cash. If you don't have cash, tell your friends and grandmas, and it'll be a good time. So also, come support us.
We don't take cash.
We don't, but they can bring it, throw it at their computers, put it in their CD drives. I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
That will be on this channel, correct?
That will be on this channel, twitch.tv/offTheTable in 2 weeks, an hour earlier. Huzzah. Okay, so now that our announcements are over, I'm so excited we have announcements. Let's dive into the game. Everyone needs a recap because it's been like 3 weeks real time. So...
guys.
As you guys just kind of got done 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks? 4 weeks. Oh, yikes. You guys just got done seeking out the dark mages, and you returned, spent the night. Zines woke up and reincarnated Tokar Wallow in the form of a high elf. And he scurried off, and the body was not taken, was left. You guys then decided to kind of do some, so you still had the day to yourselves. That is when Chitter and Beowulf decided they were going to go do some shopping and decided to swing on by this new property that had newly been bought that you knew was not available to the Guardians. After picking the back door, they made their way in, knowing there were sleeping individuals, decided to slowly make their way around. Chitter alerted the group via the ring that this is probably where the dark mages are. You guys need to get down here. So Zan Falcon turned into a giant eagle. That's
I asked them to come over.
You did.
Yes, you did.
You asked them to come.
It's your fault.
They jumped on the giant eagle Zan Falcon polymorphed into, and they...
Hey, everybody get here now.
They booked it down, and upon arriving, entered through the back door, waking one of the sleeping individuals who thrust his claws into one of you, and Zan Falcon returned. Yeah, they returned with his rapier, which ensued a battle where you guys fought what you then determined were a bunch of vampires or spawns of vampires, undead,
undead
nonetheless. I
was right. I was right the whole time.
Zan Falcon used an egg to summon an ancient silver dragon who sundered half the house. Beowulf used some sacred flames, which are currently catching fire to most of the front hallway. And upon dispatching who you believe was on the top floor, Chitter made his way down to the basement and found one of that had gotten away was waking an individual who you found was the Baron, the vampire from Hilford that you guys outed a couple of weeks ago. Upon finding him, Chitter decided to talk some sense and make a deal, and found his way back upstairs and tried to tell you guys that there was a deal in place, or there were to be negotiations with the Baron. And you guys entered into the room, and a seeming wall of force had been put up so that you guys could not reach him. And Zan Falcon's paladin barely managed to escape the trap in the middle of the room. But you all had a conversation with the Baron, and he told you that he would like Zan Falcon. And you guys decided, with much arguing and discussion amongst yourselves, to kill or not to kill the Baron. Zan Falcon decided to take matters into his own hands and jump into the trap hole leading down, and the Baron decided to take that opportunity to grab his friend and dimension door away. So that is where you guys find yourselves. Zan Falcon has just jumped into this hole in the middle of the ground. I did forget to mention, Chitter did shoot the paladin, who found himself failing his task. And you guys are now standing in the middle of this giant great room. There is no Baron, there is no other vampire, and Zan is now falling slowly down a hole. What would you guys like to do?
Can we see the bottom of this hole, or is it like farther than the eye can see?
No, you can kind of peer down into it, and yeah, you can see down in there. There's a large metal platform, and in the middle there seems to be a wooden coffin. But it is well lit. There are torches lit down there. So Zan, as you fall, you just slowly fall until you land right next to the coffin.
Planning your funeral early, Zan?
Indeed.
Isn't there something from some far-off land of Disney where these kids take the coffin of a vampire and then the vampire can't return? Like, he can't rest unless he's in his own coffin?
Yeah, take his spawn point away.
It was about someone's mother having a date with a vampire baron.
I don't recall that film.
Yeah, that doesn't sound familiar to me,
But video game mechanics, take his spawn point.
That's like, you can sure try.
Let's spawn camp him, guys.
Since you're down there, see if there's anything in the coffin.
Can they talk to me? Oh no, we got the rings, yo.
Well, they can talk to
Plus,
you.
there's a big hole in the floor.
There's a giant.
Oh, I didn't know how far the hole was. How
It's
far did
not.
I go?
I mean, it's a basement, so it's probably only 20, 25 feet. I mean, down. So you can. I mean, they can yell down to you, "Hey, check the coffin." You guys can communicate, or you can use the ring.
I choose to use the ring.
Well, since Chad's telling me to check the coffin, of course I would follow Chad. I will check the coffin.
I'll ready an action to jump down if there's a problem.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check. Okay. I mean, it's a coffin, so if there was anything in it, you would find it. You find a couple of pieces of paper. And they appear to be letters, sealed.
I open the letters.
Okay.
Can I read them?
What's your intelligence score now? Higher, right?
That can help if you want.
At 0.
Oh, okay.
And Dwarvish.
You can make out simple words like come, fast. That's about it. You may need some help.
I cast Firebolt at the coffin as many times as it takes to ignite it.
Okay. It would take you probably. Well, you'll ignite. It'll take you the time to burn away, but yeah, you can definitely cause it to flame.
I would like to burn that coffin for funsies.
Okay.
And there was no dirt inside the coffin?
No, there was no dirt inside the coffin.
Any dirt around the coffin?
No.
Interesting.
Also, while X is examining the coffin, I did use healing light on myself. That's what that roll was.
Okay.
And if anybody else is looking a little rough, I can use healing light as well.
I'm okay.
I'm only down 10.
I could use one.
Okay. I could use however many you want. How hurt are you?
I'm 49 of 92.
All right, I'll use 5.
All right. Well, you guys, while you're doing this, Chitter, go ahead and come with me to secrets.
You get 11, Cass.
We'll be right back.
Do you want me to go and put my headphones on?
I would go and then
He
just
didn't.
put your
He didn't
headphones
answer.
down.
He didn't answer, so I'm not going to.
Chitter's gonna sell us out.
Look at those. Look, I've already rolled 4 nat 1s.
So everything's normal, right?
Digital dice hate me.
I don't feel like I want to fight you anymore, Beowulf.
What's your charisma modifier?
Mine? 5.
Gotcha.
Why did I just willingly tell you that information?
Because everybody trusts the rules lawyer.
Yeah, I told her one of my secrets the other day, just because I can. I just didn't. I willingly just. She cast a spell over me and is like, "Here's my everything." But her
See?
character doesn't know that.
Secretly, I can cast Charm Player.
We're back.
I was doing musical interlude.
Oh, nice,
we,
nice.
we forgot to ask. Next time you have to go to Whispers, do you want Liv to follow you and take headphones off so that the viewers know what's going on?
For that one, I did not. But usually, I will let you know. Yep. All right. So, what are you guys doing?
There's nothing else left for us here.
Sam,
I
do
forgot-
you need help getting up?
Kind of like it down here.
I forgot, what were the last things the Baron said as he flew away? Like if we possibly got a lead on where he might go next or whatever.
He didn't tell you where he was going. He just kind of abruptly left because you wouldn't give him Sand Falcon.
Got it.
You can find this information out by going to our YouTube channel, Off the Table.
I think we would be done here. I mean, there's still the threat of the dark mages. Then they have the undead army, and now we have the vampires to worry about.
Let's
Well,
not
we
forget
might-
that this building is burning right now, guys.
Well, we might need to talk to the city about them, allowing vampires to move in.
Is there any chests, furniture, dressers in the room that were in that I could check out?
This room is pretty bare. There's 2 plants behind you, and then there's different flooring and a nice kind of throne-like chair. But there's no desks or anything in this room.
What happened to the rug that was over the trapdoor?
That whole section just fell out.
Okay, I won't grab that then.
I mean, it fell down, so it's near Zan Falcon.
I was thinking about maybe grabbing it. If we need to help escape from the house, we could use that to put it on fires and things, but whatever.
We could grab some curtains.
I'm just going to walk out of the house.
Front door or back door? Because as you exit these double doors again, there's the hallway that runs left and right. There's a front door in front of you. To the left and back is where the dragon came in, so it's pretty open.
I'm going to go out the front door and try to find a guard and tell them that the building's on fire and they need to put it out, or they need to get the fire brigade.
I'm gonna go out the back door because I don't want to see me walking out the front door.
There is no back door. As you come around the corner, the house is just destroyed, like it's just rubble.
Guys, what'd you do over here?
So the building was invisible before, and we made it visible. Did we make it visible, or
Not this building.
Chitter?
That was a different. That was the tower that Chitter and Beowulf went to examine. This building was completely visible.
I'm still gonna walk out the way I came because
Okay.
Fire's in the front of the house, right?
Well, it is centralized in the hallway you need to walk past.
I would go around. I'd go back through the dining room, kitchen.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Okay. As you come back around that way, the door that would lead to that room with the two tables doesn't exist. You just see just an open hole.
I would go out the back and just kind of come around to the front side, I guess where Chad is.
Okay. Chad, go ahead and make a perception check.
You got it.
Okay. It takes you walking around a little bit, but you can eventually find a troop of guards. They seem to just be walking by and haven't noticed the house yet.
I calmly just say, that house is on fire. Get the fire brigade, or whatever the equivalent of that is in Parna.
They kind of don't seem to pay mind and continue on their way. But as they round the corner and they see what you're talking about, they immediately about face and start to book it back.
I'll have to talk to their guard supervisor that they didn't just trust me.
But you can now see that you're near the street. Most people, there's a small crowd that has gathered, and you just hear murmurs of, "Did you see that? That was a dragon." And there are people that are willingly bringing water already to start trying to put out fire. But it seems that this has been noticed.
I help with the bucket brigade.
Okay, so people are just going over to their barrels, and they're just plunging buckets and things and just bringing it over to the house at this point.
Can I pick up the entire barrel and bring it over there?
Make a strength check.
I rage first.
Wait, I
Okay.
have a potion that makes frost come out of your hands.
Is that like Zan's eggs?
No, it's a really good potion. Tastes like kiwi.
That's a strength saving throw. I can't roll strength. There it is. Oh, at
Okay.
advantage. One more.
At advantage because you raged.
Ah.
Oh man! So you do a big old squat easily and try to hug the barrel, and you pick it up, and it's a little wet. So you manage to pick up the barrel, but it loses about half its water because you're like shaking it as you walk over, so it doesn't have as much water in
I
it.
mean, my strength capacity, my carrying capacity is higher than that.
It is, but you didn't get quite as good of a grip because you're doing it quickly. You want to put this fire out, right?
Okay.
I don't want my friend Zan to burn. Can I jump down the hole on the magic carpet and grab Zan and get him out of there?
Sure. Yeah.
But I want to roast marshmallows. All right. Let's go.
I try to be fairly efficient in pouring out the barrel.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't have as much water, but yeah, you can definitely make use of the water that's in it. Just the initial grab wasn't good, so you didn't have full control over the barrel. But yes, you have successfully brought half a barrel of water on the fire. About 15 minutes pass, and the guards show up with more water. You guys efficiently can put this fire out, although half the house now seems to just be completely ruined. All the bedrooms that were there, and you can see now a set of stairs. The walls have kind of caved in, but there was a set of stairs that led down to the basement as well. Yeah, half this house is just destroyed.
Job well done, Guardians of Parna.
Yeah, yeah.
Business cards all around.
Best demo construction team in the business.
There was a dragon.
And holy fire. So who should we tell about these vampires moving into the city?
And we also have the dark mage problem too.
Well, was it Circle of Mages or
The Keepers of Magic?
Keepers? Yeah, Keepers of Magic. They're working on scrying Xerxes' staff, and I forgot how many days they said that would take.
It's not going to take many days. It just depends on if they're successful or not. If they're not successful, they're going to have to try again a day later.
Okay. What time of day is it right now?
It's around noon, 1 o'clock.
So I think Satine needs to be brought up to speed, but I also think that whoever controls the guards of the city also should know about what's going on.
Does that mean am I in control of the guards now? Do I win?
You haven't been granted that position.
Do I feel like I have that position? I gotta act like I do.
I mean, you could probably try.
I'm sure no one will oppose a 6-foot dwarf.
They
You
can
should just
certainly
do that.
try.
You should just now be the.
They can certainly try.
Just wielding kindness and diplomacy in both hands.
I put out the fire, so I'm going to sit down and wait for my crew.
Okay. Yeah. What are the rest of you doing? I take it, Inna, you're not going to stay in the burn. You weren't in the burning building. I take it you came out, correct?
Right, I came out.
Okay.
I probably would have flown me and Zan out and met up with Chad outside.
I would be on the carpet with my arms spread out and yelling, "Eagle!"
I'm just headed out. I'm not interested in hanging around the smoldering building.
Okay.
So just to keep this straight, so Zan still has a contract out on him
Like always.
and has people looking for him, and now he has a vampire who wants him too.
Is the contract still out on him?
I thought his dad canceled it.
Did he?
No.
I think it's just up. I mean, I didn't feel like there were still people actively looking for him.
A vampire now.
Well, like as far as the mafia is concerned.
Well, okay, so they were looking for him. We talked to his dad and found out that his dad's the one that ordered it, but there really was no resolution that it was canceled.
I think Dad was too busy getting with Mom once we held her up to resolve that issue.
TMI.
He told you that he put the hit out and that once he displayed it, that was, I mean, he confirmed that that was him. So the contract that you found from the guys that followed you, that you guys killed, that was him.
When did the Keepers of Magic say that they would be attempting to scry?
I mean, they told you they'd try right away, I think. I mean, and you just saw them a couple hours ago.
I was gonna say it's only been a couple hours. I'd almost want to go back and check on him if they were attempting it today.
What do you guys want to? What do you guys want to do? Where do you want to go?
I'll go see the Keepers. I'd also bring up everybody to speed because I don't think they knew about me and Chitter visiting my old master's tower.
We probably ought to check in too with
Satine?
Wallow and see how he's doing too.
Elf Wallow?
Yes, Elf Wallow.
It's a Spanish name now. El Wallow.
I will hang out with everyone for a while, and then I've got some business to attend later this afternoon. But you said it's like noonish now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll hang out with Bear for a while.
Does everybody want to go do everything? Go to the Keepers and then go to the check on Wallow?
I just want to fly on the carpet.
I'm going to go to the bank.
Okay.
Mine's easy. I'll message you in Discord, and then I'll go back to the temple.
Okay. So you do that. That's fine. Okay. I will make that note.
I will make the adjustments.
Okay. So Chad leaves and goes away.
And then I think it's going to be Zines and Zan on the carpet going towards Elf Wallow.
Okay.
I'm going towards the Keepers.
Okay.
Me too.
Who are you going with, Anna?
Keepers.
Okay. All right. So Zines and Zan Falcon, you guys coast over on the carpet. You're actually pretty close to the Tower District, as this house was right outside. So are you trying to just fly over the wall? Are you trying to fly to the tower? What's your route here?
Probably I'll fly to the tower to keep it so that they're not thinking there's going to be another break-in. Security was probably heightened after the last assassination attempt, so we'll probably just follow the procedure and then go through Respite.
Okay, so you're going over the wall, but you're going to land. Okay. Yeah, as you kind of come around the side, though, the guards that are there, and there are more than usual, they just kind of look up and they follow you with their heads, and you just kind of like slowly make like a landing.
As we're flying, though, I know we're not too far. I want to check on Blinky.
Okay. You left him, right?
I don't know. I cannot remember if I left Blinky or if I brought Blinky.
I think we said you left Blinky in the room.
If I
I don't
left
think
Blinky,
you had him.
okay. Well, if I left Blinky, then never mind. I honestly, I legit can't remember.
Well, I don't think it was your decision because
I think you've been gone for a couple episodes.
we took you
Yeah.
out of the room because you were tired from doing the thing, and then I think you left Blinky.
Okay. Well, then never mind the Blinky stuff.
Okay.
I'll make sure Blinky's fed.
I don't really remember, but we'll just say you left him gnawing on something. Okay, but you guys land, and you and Zan Falcon are now able to go to Respite's window. Yes?
We need to see the Tokar.
He's not quite himself yet.
I know. I'm the reason he's still alive.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yes, yes. Come in. He opens the door, and you guys take the long. For some reason, Respite just takes you up the stairs this time, but you make it to the top of the platform. He disappears for a second as he slips in, making sure the Tokar is ready to see you, and then, come on. And you guys are ushered into the chamber. You can tell immediately some distress on Tokar Wallow's new face, as he just seems to be trying to cope with what has happened, because today is still the day he was resurrected, so it's only been a few hours.
Tokar Wallow.
He kind of turns around and... Yes.
How are you holding up?
My legs are longer than they were. It's bothering me. And I think I have a new tongue.
At least you're not a ginger. Hey, I love gingers. It's a line from Doctor Who, or a reference to a line from Doctor Who.
Beats the alternative.
Yes, it does, and I am still grateful for what you have done to make sure that I retain my post here in the city. What can I do for you?
Zan, do you want to explain what just happened?
No, you go right ahead.
Zan, you should explain what just happened, because I'm having a little temporary amnesia here.
No, you were privy to all of it. You go ahead. I insist.
It's fine. I'll explain to the Tokar what happened. And then I will just, elbow Zan as hard as I can.
That's fine, Zan's still not going to say anything.
He kind of takes a second to take the information in, and you lost me a dragon. There was a dragon?
Yeah, that's Steve. Steve the dragon.
All right. And you said there's vampires in the city now?
Oh yeah. Tons of undead. Horrible.
Well, where are they? You said you killed a number of vampires in the house. Where are the rest?
Around. I don't know. Has anybody else bought property lately?
I could talk to Sharif, but I don't believe so.
So, how many vampires do we actually know about?
Aside
The
from
whole village.
aside from the coffee village vampires.
Right. Well, okay. So I tell him about the whole village, and I tell him about the Baron, and I tell him about however many I knew that were in the house. Other than that, we don't know.
So currently we believe there are 2 vampires still in Parna.
At least.
All right.
With the
So
ability to come and go as they wish and please.
So where is this undead army coming from?
Well, a lot of it was in the house.
All right.
As far as what else is coming, you'll have to talk to Rivorhu about that one.
We have a lot of things to talk about.
Indeed. You're looking really nice, by the way.
Thank
I
you.
like the face on you. It's real cute. Nice slimming.
Not sure about the ears. They're a bit pointy.
Can I touch
No
them?
offense. Sure. He kind of leans down.
Zan just gently pets the top of his ear, like, "Ooh, that's kind of nice," and then kind of feels his own ear, and then feels his ear, and then goes,
Yes. All right. And he kind of takes a couple steps away from you. Well, I can definitely alert the guards to make sure that they are already on high alert, but do you believe a search for this individual is necessary, or how can we find them to make sure they're not causing harm to our citizens?
Well, since we've seen Bear used to mention Door multiple times, did we actually know that that's what the vampire dude cast?
Bear would definitely know. A couple of you would probably have an idea that, yeah, he didn't just up and teleport away, because you've seen that. He's definitely in the vicinity.
So yeah, we'll definitely let the Tokar know that, and Also let him know about the village and ask him if he wants us to go burn the village down and slaughter everybody for Parna and the glory of Parna.
Do we believe that they hold an imminent threat? When you were there, did they seem like they were hostile? You seem to have made it out all right.
I left them with a parting gift, so yeah, we've got a great relationship.
Well,
They're
then,
also actively hunting me.
Chinese, is this true?
It's hard
Yeah,
to.
Zane, is this true?
It's hard to pinpoint exactly what their intentions are. They seem very, for a lack of a better word, culty. But at the same time, they weren't explicitly trying to harm us. But there was a little hostility when we left. It's hard to pinpoint intentions right now.
Which do you believe is a bigger threat, this Baron or those that live in the city of Hilford?
Well, considering the city of Hilford has been this way for, what did we say? It was like 2 months now, is what the village people have told us. I would say right now the bigger threat is going to be probably the Baron.
Right. Then what do you believe we should do? I can help in whatever way possible.
Do we know of any way to cure vampirism?
I do not, but I would think that those in your temple or the surrounding temples would have a good idea if there is a cure. I would say the immediate response should be to try and find this Baron and make him leave our town. That seems like a good step, do you believe?
You do realize to make him leave the town will probably mean by eliminating him, and might possibly cure the people in Ilford if he's the source of their vampirism, yes.
If that is what must be done, then I believe it is possibly what you should do. But not in front of everyone. Please don't make a spectacle of killing this thing.
Oh no, we don't make any spectacles. We always stealthy under the radar. Everything's fine.
That's what I thought. Yes, you're
Yeah.
very clean and good with your work, you Guardians.
Yeah, exactly.
Through the ring, you hear some muffled laughter.
Shut up! Stick my hand in my pocket deeper and be like, oh.
I think right now, as best without causing a citywide panic, you should probably alert the guards, put them on a higher alert, disperse them more throughout the city. That way it's more than just around the Tower District. I mean, anyone in Parna could be at risk right now.
All right.
Plus, there should be some checking for magic. So, for example, that one building was invisible to us, but that was the vampires. But we do still have the people who the shadow guys. So, detecting magic around the city might be helpful too.
I will have to talk with those that are more inclined towards that, but I believe we can start to look for magic that is not supposed to be here, for sure, of course. As always, I think you guys are giving good advice. And again, I do say thank you for, and he just kind of pauses this. It's going to take some getting used to, but I believe besides those not recognizing me, I will be able to retain what I once had.
Well, that was the important thing, was keeping you in power.
And Zed takes credit for all that good advice.
So then, I would be alert for the Baron. What does he look like so that I can alert the guards?
Well, I think Zan got the closest look at him.
I would give him the description on what I saw and what I know.
Okay, make a history check.
All right, come on, let's go. Not bad.
Okay, you give a pretty accurate description of height and facial features and the cape and the teeth and the hair.
Especially
And
the cape. Can I be
Yes.
like really specific on that beautiful, like muskin cape that is just gorgeous? I mean, it's so lovely. It goes really good with teal and maybe some neutrals like a nice brown. Oh, it's fabulous.
I'm pretty sure he took that from you, didn't he? So that's
Yeah,
your
it's
cape when something happens,
Yeah,
right?
It's my cape. So we can't like immediately blow him up. I have to recover my cape.
And
You know,
here
if he's willing to give me the cape and just leave and call it all like good, I'm fine with that.
And you do believe that we should not explore the option where we give you to him in order to save the town, correct?
Oh no, yeah, let's try that too. Are you stupid? We just gave you a body, and you want to just give me away?
I'm just recalling all the information that Zines gave me.
So
I just-
Zani's the ones to give me away?
She said that what was said between the two of you. I wanted to make sure that is not an option.
it is
And
not.
now glare at Zinies and be like, first Chitter, and now you.
All right.
I just roll my eyes at Zan.
Is there anything else that you require from me?
Can we have the property that they had gotten and add it to the property we've already acquired as Guardians of Parna for science?
I don't believe you have chosen a property as the Guardians yet. That was
Oh yeah.
never agreed upon.
Can we have all the choices?
Right now,
No, now, like tomorrow.
Well, we wanted that property, didn't we?
Do we want it now? That it's like a fourth of the house, like one wall standing.
We can
Everything
rebuild.
else- I mean, it was a good location.
The location was great. So yes, can we have that specific property as our property?
I will talk to Shalif, and if the Baron is dealt with, and
Shalif.
he is the property manager of the city.
Oh, is that jerk that we met?
He's the one that wouldn't tell us that.
Right. Well, then shouldn't he be looked into? Maybe he's a vampire.
Is he a jerk
No,
because he
he-
was doing his job?
He's not
No,
allowed.
we need to stake him out.
There's a
No, he will be-
confidentiality between property owners, and he cannot just go about telling everyone who lives where. That is a confidential.
But in this case, we knew it was bad, and I tried to press it on him that it was something bad was going on. I had some kind of arachnid sense tingling or something of that nature, and I mean, he wouldn't listen to me, and I was right. You all just think I'm a babbling madman, but I was right, and that's all that matters.
So the ends justify the means. Better lucky than good. I can think of a few
Sampling
things
of
like that.
one.
At least I'm chaotic neutral and not like.
I will talk to him, and we will go back over. If the Baron is dealt with, and there is no longer anyone living in that house, because you believed that they presented a threat and were dispatched from the city, if that property is no longer inhabited, we can then look into bequeathing that to you.
I don't know about you, but I think men like creatures that can walk upside down on ceilings and have sharp fangs and embed their claws into you might be a slight danger to the city.
Yes, quite.
And I'll check with the rest of the Guardians to make sure that that's the property that we still want.
Yes, if you would like this property, you can forgo the others and have that one. And we could look into a small fund other than what we gave you to help, as it seems that building is no longer of use. We want to give you a working, proper location.
Sounds great. Thanks.
Is there any other business that we have? I would like to get back to finding myself.
No,
All
I
right.
think for now that's what needs to just happen. Is that we just need to. I know the military is not really under your charge, but it probably wouldn't hurt to get Raspusa to kind of disperse the guards a bit more.
I'm still all aboard of
Spread them
getting
out.
Rasputin thrown out of the city and installing Chad as the Tokar of the military.
If you have the coin to challenge the current Tokar in the seat that you want, there will always be there are
How much coin
procedures.
is it?
Oh, Rasfusa. 1 second. And he kind of walks back to his desk, pulls a drawer, and starts to file through a couple of pieces of parchment. And he looks. It appears that Azul paid upwards of 350,000 gold for his seat. I paid upwards of 600,000 gold for my seat. And Rasfusa 700,000 gold pieces.
Well, think about it like this. If you help back us installing Chad, an upstanding member of the Guardians of Parna, into that seat, imagine how welcoming it would be for your future in the city, since we gave you a brand new life.
I do understand. However, I did take an oath never to undermine any of my fellow Tokars as a Tokar, and we are 1 in 3 working together for the greater city of Parna.
Well, then you should let him know that the guards that it'd be within the city's best interest to disperse the guards out more throughout the cities and make sure that the citizens are taken care of without causing widespread panic.
And this I will do.
I'll mutter something about getting off easy and just kind of kick a stone and kind of turn my back to him.
Sunny's will take her hand, cup it over his hand's mouth, and just kind of like slowly back away out of the room with him.
Okay. So you guys leave Tokar Wallow's presence. You make your way down, find yourself back to the carpet.
We probably head towards the temple.
Okay. Beowulf and Chitter, you guys are making your way south down to the Keepers of Magic, who you talked to earlier today. You find yourself back in front of Keeper Nibble, and as you kind of enter the room, Guardians.
And Nibble, do you guys have any update on the scrying that you guys were going to perform?
Unfortunately, our scry did not work on your Master Uxes, and we will need to try again tomorrow.
And you guys attempted to use the staff as like a possession item?
We did, and it does help. However, we were unable. But there is always a chance we could catch him off guard, but it won't work for another 24 hours.
And the way scrying works, you can only do it on a specific person, or you can only do it on that specific person once every 24 hours, right?
A person, a place, or a thing.
So if I were to ask for scrying to be done on another person, would you be able to perform that?
Yes.
How scrying works? Do I just give you a name and like a description, and then you try to find that person, or I have to have a possession of a person to find that?
The possession makes it much easier, but a good description, we could at least try.
Well, we recently had a run-in with a baron in the city, and he got away from us, and we don't think he went too far, but it'd be helpful if we could find him as well.
Did you take any loot from the house?
I didn't take anything.
You got any ashes on you?
If Zan would have taken some of the pieces from the coffin he broke, that would have helped.
Well, the house is still there. The fire's been put out, so if you
Yeah, but Zan disintegrated the coffin.
Well, no, it might still be burning. Besides, Zan's an idiot, so why do you expect him to do something that would be beneficial?
Bag up some ashes. It's still a coffin. It's just in ash form.
I wonder if it was made out of ash.
Shout out to Ash.
Ashwood.
But if you do give me a description, I could at least try.
I think between Chitter and I, we could give pretty accurate description.
Okay. One of you make a history check with advantage.
I have +2 to history.
I have a 4. I'll try mine.
I have 4 with advantage.
But you're not there, right?
No, I just would like to put that out there for everybody.
Oh, okay. 21. You guys give him a pretty good description.
That's the fangs, and then he goes blah 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 blah.
It will take about 10 minutes and an additional 10 if I am successful.
I can stand here and wait.
All right.
Yeah, meanwhile, you guys know about magic, right? Tell us what you know about the weaknesses of vampires. What kind of lore exists that could possibly take them out in just a few
Oh,
shots?
are you asking him?
Yeah, or someone else in the tower. If he's like, he has to really focus on this, I'll find someone else.
He has to
Okay.
yeah. He has to constantly concentrate on this for 10
Okay,
minutes.
I'll take a look around for someone else.
Okay.
Like that young guy, that intern.
Yeah, you can find the intern, sure. And he's like, yes, what can I help you? Yes, hello.
Hi, I was wondering what you knew about vampire, and vampirism, and the weaknesses thereof.
Not much, I'm afraid. I study mostly abjuration magic.
Cool. Do you know anyone who could help me?
Lore's not really. We study magical items, not really races and people, different planes. That's definitely us. But diseases and diseases that turn people into other things, such as vampirism, lycanthropy, those kinds of things, that's not really our specialty.
Gotcha. You get paid.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Chitter.
Yeah.
We should find a keeper that actually has a longer beard. That means he's wiser.
Okay. This guy has like scruff.
This guy has no beard.
Oh no.
It's like what I have.
The magic. The longer the beard, the better the magic. All right. Well,
Yeah.
I'll keep looking around, poking around, asking different people who aren't super busy.
Let me check something on this scry here. Okay. So what are you doing now? Sorry.
Just asking around the tower, basically everyone who's not busy.
Okay.
With beards.
You get a sense that they're not really threatened by vampires, and so they don't know a whole lot. They know that they probably sort of kind of exist, and that they could find means if they needed to learn more. But there's not really a good place. They kind of send you towards the Temple District as well.
I'm
Okay.
just curiosity's sake, for Zan's sake, with him being College of Lore, does he have any knowledge of vampires accrued? Since I mean the College of Lore specifically is like, tells of that kind of stuff.
You can. I don't know if you've made a history check for it yet. You can make a. Oh, you did, and you kind of knew a little about them. You can make another history check.
Well, I'm not there, right? I'm just
You're not here right now. No.
Yeah, I'm just asking for like common knowledge to help us out as a group or whatever, just to make sure that I'm.
Yeah, you kind of knew about vampires. You kind of knew about the disease. You're able to assess based on the symptoms that they were vampires, but you didn't know a whole lot about like where the disease comes from, how it's cured, how you become one. None of that.
All right, thank you.
So as you guys are having this conversation, looking for people, Keeper Nibble ends up finding you. I was unsuccessful to find your Baron.
It is all right.
Is it?
No.
Is
Thanks
it
for
really?
We could possibly make a trip back to the house shitter and grab the ashes or whatever from the coffin that Sam
Well,
Falcon
then I'll have
burned.
to try tomorrow anyway. So
I'll have to
Yeah.
try tomorrow.
Well, yeah, but we can have it just in case.
yeah, so we'll go to the house, grab something, try to find some trace of him, and then I want to head back to the temple.
Okay. By the time you guys get there, it's mostly people have stopped gawking. It's just kind of a nasty building right now because it's got wood that's been burned and then wet. There's ashes everywhere. So you're looking specifically, you're going to get ashes, or you're looking for something else that
Anything
was
left
his?
behind by the Baron, he's touched the coffin, we know that much, so I could take some of the velvet lining from the coffin or something.
Make an investigation check.
Both of us.
Sure. Okay. You guys do find among kind of the rubble, you find a seal. So whatever letters that Zan Falcon found, you found the seal that was used to stamp those. That does have what looks kind of like a small family crest on it that would have been used to stamp the wax.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Take that with a cloth because magical fingerprints, whatever.
You can. There's not really any cloth. You as you do go down to the basement. Zan burned this coffin to pieces, so it's pretty much ash. There's a couple of chunks of wood you could take, but they're pretty.
Oh, I meant as
centered.
for picking up the seal, I would take a piece of something and pick it
Yeah,
up
you can.
myself.
You can do that too. Sure,
Okay.
sure.
Cool. We have this seal. Let's
All
hold
right.
on to it till tomorrow. Actually, you hold on to it, Bear.
All right. It should go in my inventory as vampire seal.
And I would like to go back to
Back to where?
the Temple of Reward.
Okay.
How many days has it been since I went and visited the armor maker, I think? The one that gave
Only
the...
been maybe 2 days.
Alright. Then I'll head back to the temple as well.
Chad's eating.
Okay. Yeah, you guys enter through the front of the temple. You find the rest, and you guys are able to meet back up. Satine is around, but seems to be on a mission. Has a couple of books and is walking towards his study. You can catch him if you want.
I do. I approach the team.
Okay.
Hey,
Yes.
pat him on the shoulder. You're all right, man. And I give him 50 gold pieces. That's all I have on me. That's for the temple. See you around, Satine.
Thank you, Chitter. He kind of puts it next to the books he's carrying. What's the meaning of this?
Just a contribution from a servant of Revortu.
You are all making great strides.
Thanks. I have to go. And I leave.
He continues towards his study. So you've all made it back. You may eat a lunch if you like, but you're back together with each other for whatever you might find for the afternoon.
Zinies will kind of scoop up a little extra meat and then head up to her room to go feed and check on Blinky.
I will eat 2 plates and say thank you to the cook.
Wow.
Yeah, I want to eat and head up to my room.
Okay. It's getting towards the afternoon, so is there anything else you guys would like to accomplish together or for the day?
I need to find my best friend here in the temple.
Tom?
Yes, Tom is amazing. Tom is the best Tom ever.
Okay. he has his desk that is, as you enter, it's to the right where there's that wing that has bookshelves, a couple of different desks where people spend their time studying, meditating. It's a quiet room, but it's an open wing, and you can find him. He has his ledger open and is taking care of some book work for the Guardians.
I give him the 2 letters and ask him if he would help me out with those to see if there's anything pertinent. I'll catch him up to speed on the vampire thing and give him 10 gold for supplies and stuff because he's doing such a great job supporting us.
He looks the letters over. Are you familiar with a couple of these names?
I couldn't fully read them because I'm illiterate and no, what names?
There is a Lord Veneral, and there's also, it looks like a Domitir?
Ask Signies.
You're just gonna hold your ring up to Tom and say, "Ask Signies."
Yeah, like ask Signies. Talk to the fist.
Zinies, and I don't know if it would work because you're attuned to it, but I don't think it would work. Well,
Signies, do you know of a Lord Venereal Domitor?
I'm gonna go like this to Blinky, be like, shh.
But I know about Blinky, so it's okay.
It could be a private channel. It's not broadcasted to all
Yeah,
of us.
it's just to you and me.
Yeah.
DM, do I?
roll a history check.
First off, why the hell would Zion know this? Oh my god!
I don't know. Why does Signies know this?
That's the name of your parents.
I gotta look in my notes here.
I was looking through this, like I don't have anything written down, so I don't know.
You have faintly heard of them. They are important figures over in the kingdom of Ruidan, which is still on the continent of Calriga, but it's a kingdom over. So you have Thalendra, which is up here, and then you have Menacea, Ruidan, and Teba. So while you're not too sure who they are or what they're in charge of, you do recognize the names.
What kingdom did you say they were from?
They're from the kingdom of Ruidan.
I just make a note of that. I know of them. Like, I've heard the name before. I tell that to Zan.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, Tom Signies knows all about them.
All right. Well, this Baron, he's asking them to come here to Parna, and he said you can bring the family.
Cool, Undead Army. All right, Tom, we've got problems.
Did I do something wrong? I didn't.
No, you're amazing. But do y'all keep anything on like lore and vampirism and undead and things like that?
Yes, we do. I'm not the best to talk to about this, but this librarian points behind him. This would have a section. If not, the archives down the hall would definitely have books.
Tom, I appreciate you telling me that, but again, I told you earlier, I'm illiterate, and
Right.
I really don't feel comfortable with you constantly pointing out that I can't read the books behind you or in the archives down the hall, so Zinies will have to do it. Hey, Zinies!
I can read them. I'm just telling you where they are.
I can't read them, though.
but I can tell you what they say.
You're gonna.
Do you
read
trust me? Yeah. That's what you hired me to do.
But,
I'll just whisper into the ring. I'm busy, Zan.
but. Okay, what do they say?
Well, let's go look. And he stands up, and you guys, he kind of takes time looking. He pulls out one tome, and you can tell what the cover says. It says vampires. And he flips it open, spends about 20 minutes. You guys stand there, and he just kind of flips a few more pages, and you hear just some, interesting. Really? And he just continues to flip, and then he shuts the tome, puts the book back in its place, slides it in. We've got problems, Zan.
Yes, I told you.
Yeah. Vampires, this doesn't seem good. This is bad.
Okay.
But there's a silver lining. So vampires have some flaws, all right? This book told me they cannot enter a residence without being invited by someone that's already inside. So that's good news. They can't come in. They can be harmed by running water. They if they get into running water, it's like acid, okay? So that's not really going to help us because there's not a lot of running water around Parna, but you'll figure something out. Also, if a piercing weapon is made of wood, also known as a stake, just so you know, that's S-T-A-K-E, not S-T-E-A-K. That's the one that we eat. Steak, like, yeah. If that's driven into the vampire's heart while they are incapacitated in its resting place, it will paralyze them until the stake is removed. Did you get that? So while they're incapacitated in their resting place, so usually it said it could be a coffin, it might be a hole in the ground, but it has to be like they have a specific place where they rest. So hopefully you haven't found any of those because they would be vitally important to that plan. Anywho, also they are very sensitive to sunlight.
Oh. So if we destroyed like 3/4 of the walls that held up the ceiling of their house, they wouldn't probably go there during the day?
Probably not. No.
Now, let's say hypothetically, just so happens that when we destroyed this house, we may have, destroyed their resting places. Where did they go to rest then?
See, it's odd because it says they have a resting place, but later in the text it said that undead don't need to eat, breathe, sleep, or any of those normal things us mortals do. So I'm not too sure. I would think he would probably need to find a new resting place, but I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Special happens if his coffin happened to burn up.
So give me a second. He pulls the tome back out, flips to the back, and kind of looks down the side. Okay. It does appear that by killing it, you don't actually kill it. It turns into like a mist, and then it will return back to its resting place. But if it doesn't have a resting place, then you guys may be able to kill it then.
So it turns into a mist and then we kill the mist? Or if it doesn't...
Well, it'll turn into a cloud of mist, provided that it isn't in sunlight or running water. And then if it can't transform, it is destroyed. So you're going to want to like kill it, probably like stake to the heart, and then like introduce it to sunlight or something so he can't turn into the misty thingy.
Okay. Hey guys, me burning up that coffin was a good thing. We got to find the Baron and kill him.
But it also says if the resting place, it has to reach its resting place within 2 hours or it will be destroyed. So if you destroyed the coffin, which was its resting place, you probably have killed him if you can finish.
Can they have multiple resting places?
That's what I'm unsure about, but I would think if you have him on the run, it's going to take him time to find a new one.
Okay, good. Thanks for your help, Tom. And I'll relay any pertinent information that Zan thinks is pertinent, even if it's not really pertinent to the group.
All right.
Is that Tom in the background I hear?
Yeah, and Tom's doing great too.
Ask him if I have any messages.
Hi, Chad.
Hey, Tom.
Does Chad have any messages?
One from Philip.
Chad, you got one from Philip.
Okay, can you bring it to me?
Tom, can I bring it to Chad?
He said, "Should I?" I heard him. You ring. He said, "Can you bring it to me?"
Yeah.
I haven't seen Chad. Can I take it to him?
Oh,
Wait.
you want to go take it to him?
Yeah.
Or do you want me to go take it to him? I'm so confused here.
He's right
This
over there.
proxy
I
ring
see him
thing.
eating.
No.
Hi,
he's
Tom.
not.
I wave. Hi, Tom.
Oh, fine.
Zan,
I'll
ask
step off.
Tom what we're doing for dinner.
No, I refuse.
Okay, so he walks past you across the corridor into the eating room and delivers the message to you, Chad.
I read the message.
You open it up and it simply says, "It's ready, dash Philip."
Woot! Hey, you guys want to go somewhere with me?
Of course.
I'm down.
No. Nope, I got stuff to do.
Chad looks,
Yeah, sure. Give me just a minute.
Chad looks sad.
Can we take the carpet?
Grow up.
It's for you too. It's ready.
Sorry, I'll be back. Like, I'll see it. I have to molt.
I got just the place for that.
Sorry, I'll see it later.
Okay, and Anna, do you want to come with us? It's ready. Okay, go with me, and I guide them there.
Okay, so everyone except Chitter goes to. You guys head towards wherever Chad's leading you. Where are you going, Chad?
I would like to go to the Crazy Wisp.
All right. So you guys head down the slope, past the cemetery, and then you end up next to the cliff, up on the small plateau where the Crazy Wisp resides. As you approach, it looks the same as before. It has the same dimensions. It's about 60 by 20. Same door. Nice little roof that was on there last time you saw it. It does have a very nice sign that says Crazy Wisp under new management, Chad. But yeah, you can go inside if you'd like.
Let's go in. We go in.
Okay. As you guys go in, the building does not appear to be the same on the inside as when you were here last. There is a much larger space where there are multiple shelves now with different magical items. The counter has been moved back. There is a small table, and instead of a door which would lead to the hallway, there is a door, but it is farther back. And you can see Philip and this new individual that you have not met before. The small dwarf, normal-sized dwarf, so about 4 foot tall, waddles out from behind the counter and just goes, "I'm Bjorn."
Hi, Bjorn. I'm Chad.
"Hi, Chad. I'm Bjorn, your enchanter."
Am I glad to meet you?
Can I just peek out from behind Chad? Hi.
Bit taller than Philip said.
It's a perception thing.
Well, where do you hail from?
The mountains.
Ah, I'm a mountain dwarf myself, but not that tall.
He's part giant.
I just say magic.
I've heard of those, yes. Well, do you like the building?
It looks wonderful. It looks a lot better than it was.
Well, there's much more for you to see, but I'll let Philip. I have a couple of things to get back to. Just so you know, the illusion to keep the building not looking as tall as it actually is, that's all me. I'm keeping it the way it was, just so people don't know that we've tunneled into the cliff and under, and they don't want to know how big this place really is. So we're going to keep it just a small shack, just so people are comfortable.
That's so rad. Okay, Philip, lead on. Let's see it.
Well, there is one more thing I should tell you. So I am imbuing this place with what we like to call in the business a private sanctum. So what that means is the area that I have deemed, which is this building, sound cannot pass the barrier or the walls. So sound cannot get in and sound cannot get out. Somewhat good, somewhat bad, but for the most part, it is very good.
It all takes 2 steps away from Chad.
If
Why? Because you think it's a murder house now?
Yep.
if you would like, I can make it so that there's a barrier of dark and fogginess that would prevent dark vision from seeing past it. We can talk about that one. But sensors from divination spells, such as scrying and the other sorts, cannot appear inside this protected area. They cannot pass through the perimeter. So we can currently not be seen by anyone except ourselves.
I like it.
Creatures, you, me, her, him, the wolf, we cannot be targeted by divination spells. Nothing can teleport into or out of the area, and planar travel is blocked within the warded area. So, and he kind of, if you were thinking, he kind of points to you, Beowulf, of plane shifting, you can't. And he goes back, if I do this to the building for a year, it will become permanent.
Excellent.
Beowulf just grumbles like, way to single me out.
So, that is what I thought you would like. If you don't like it, I can stop at any time, but it does take a spell slot, but if I do it, it will make this place somewhat impenetrable.
I would appreciate it, I believe.
All right. Well, I'll go back to enchanting the things then. It was good to meet you, and I'll be off.
You keep up the good work.
And as he kind of passes through the door that leads to the hall in the back, Philip does step to take you on the tour. Quite a find, that one. Quite a find. He's a bit odd when it comes to eating, but we'll talk about that later. The grand tour, then. Come on, come along. And you guys all pass then into the door which leads into the hallway. There are now 2 doors on the left side, and there appears to be a door to the right. These are all sleeping areas. That one's mine. That one is Bjorn's. We have a separate one. And then straight ahead, we have, and he touches 4 planks of wood in a certain order, and you watch as the planks of wood shift, and then you see a what looks like a 7-foot by 7-foot tunnel that seems to be carved into. This is the main vault that we have carved into the cliff. We're working on making sure that it cannot be targeted by the divination spells and such. It is not for use yet. We still have miners coming in and out to make sure that is a full well safe. We weren't able to do that in time. I'm sorry, sir. But we're working on it. And he kind of kicks 2 wood planks, and the wood wall reappears. So we will teach you that, how everyone can access that when the time comes. Downstairs is the same. We are looking to expand the basement. The portal is feisty as ever, but let's go up to the second floor. And as you guys walk up this set of stairs now that has not been there before, you see the second floor, which has to the left, you can see a small table and 2 chairs as kind of like a sitting area. And then you see a multitude of doors, 4 on the right and 2 on the left. And then the stairs seem to continue up. We can go up if you'd like. That is simply a crow's nest, which you can't tell is there from the outside, but there are plenty of ways you can see anywhere in the city from up there if you were to go up there. And there are windows and openable. You can do some sniping if that is your thing. But let's get to the bedrooms. Chad, I don't know if this is exactly what you asked for, but as you know, we can add anything that you all would like to add. Just put the order in with me, and we will make sure it is correct. So I don't see the bird. Did he not come?
He's unavailable at this time.
All right, then we'll skip his room, but it's my favorite. But we'll go ahead and this one is for Zen Falcon, and he opens the door and hands you a key. Before you see kind of like a musical studio. There's different musical instruments that align one wall. It has a bed. There's a nice vanity. Pretty nice room for the size of this building, which is much bigger than it was. So you have a nice space, plenty of free space to do different things or put anything in that you would like. And he kind of points to the... You will all see you have this painting of a unicorn. You can change it if you like. It's all I could find that was very cheap. But behind it, you will each find a small safe that has been embedded into the wall for your personal use and knickknacks and things. So that is your room. Across the hall, come over here, and he starts to make his way to the next door. He opens and gives you the key, Zines. This was what we all liked calling the nature room. As you can see, there is a spot for, well, apparently you have a new friend, and he would like, you see now there's this, in the corner, a small like nest that has kind of been constructed out of like sticks and hay, and it just like appears to be just like this small little like nest area with different nice soft things, feathers and such. That is...
Zion's just going to look over at Chad and just make a little heart.
There is also a bed, vanity, dresser, the unicorn painting, but this is to be nature. You can see that we went with a tree theme on the walls, the leaves, that is all for you. You can change it as you like.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Next, Inna, this is yours. And he hands you the key to your room and opens it. And as you kind of look, you see this is a very nicely put together Zen-centered room. Just has a very nice color to it. You can see there's a nice chair in the corner. This is for your meditation, as I hear you do not need sleep as much as the others. There's a place for chill in the corner, and the bed and the usuals. I hope you find this a place of serenity and meditation. All right.
Thank you.
Next, Beowulf, this would be your room. He unlocks it and gives you the key. And as you open, it is just a mat on the floor.
I love it. Thank you.
Oh, I'm just kidding. And he snaps his fingers, and you watch as the illusion disappears. And there's a bed. There is the normal things that everyone else had in their room. But there seems to be a separate table that is for any magical use that you need. There are different parchments and inks. I know you're not into the wizard stuff, but there anything that you would need over there that is arcane in nature. There is a place for prayer, and we wanted this to be best for you.
Ha ha ha! The look on your face. Ha ha ha!
I pat Philip on the back and tell him thanks.
You are welcome. And finally, we've saved from Chad. Master Chad, here is your key, and I will let you look in your room.
Do you want me to describe it?
Yeah.
It's a very sterile room with a cot and places to hang my armor and my weapons on the wall, but it's very not ornate.
It's minimalist.
Yes, it's the room of a soldier.
Does it have any potted plants?
No.
I need to give Chad a potted plant.
Make a note.
I hope you all find this to your liking, and that if there is anything else you require, I am now at the service of the Guardians of Parna. Chad mostly as my employer, but I extend myself to the rest of you for anything that you would need.
Philip, do you know Tom?
I do not think I've had the pleasure of meeting Tom.
I think you and Tom need to hang out.
Well, there is an extra bedroom. If you would like to bring him over, we could.
Sleepover party!
Sleepover. Yay!
I want
fight!
I want to see what bed is softer, my room at the temple or the bed at the Crazy Wisp.
And a pillow fight is challenging because I don't think Chad has a pillow.
He's as the butt of his axe.
It's like a brick.
It's a pillowcase full of bricks and rocks.
I have one pillow from, like, where you would go to a cheap motel and it's very thin, and it's just one small little pillow.
It doesn't have a case on it.
Oh, no. It's like the kind you get in an airplane. Everybody got it. I love that.
Matzo.
Everybody, every single one of you just go, oh, okay, yeah, that one.
That means we're all going to win against it.
Yeah, it's like a chiclet. It's just a little.
Oh my god, I haven't heard about chiclets in a long time.
So which bed is softer?
You feel your bed. This one definitely feels. They've spent a little more money on luxury here than in the temple. Is more utility.
You sure you don't want to come out here, Chitter?
What time is it?
It's pushing evening, 5, 6-ish.
No response.
I'll stop hearing, Chitter, we got rooms.
I make a pit stop in my room at my safe.
Okay.
Has
You
Chitter-
you don't have to tell me what you put in there, but you can just on your character sheet. This is in my safe. This is in my safe. And then if you, I mean, you can let me know, but you guys can keep tabs of what you do and don't have on you. Yeah.
Has Cheddar still not met Blinky? Or did Cheddar finally meet? No?
Not yet.
Is everybody else?
I think I just learned about Blinky just now.
Well, you know that I have you don't know what Blinky is yet, though. You just know I have a friend. No, Bear doesn't know Blinky. Chitter doesn't know Blinky. I don't think Enna has met Blinky yet.
Well,
What's
I'll take Chitter's key. I'll give it
what's
to
the
him later.
growth rate on an owlbear?
You don't know.
Just wondering, like, how long can she keep this bundle of owlbear?
It becomes like a trope. Where it's always like right behind something
It's-
or like hiding behind a plant.
Yeah, it's the baby Simpson. It's just always a
I
baby.
have no perception. Oh.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. It hasn't been long enough for it to really age yet. I mean,
I've only had Blinky for a couple of days now.
How long
Yeah.
was it since we were in Dewhurst? I feel like I was like a week.
No, it's been like 4 days.
Yesterday?
like 4 days. So much has happened.
I thought we went to do. I thought we left Dewhurst, but we kept on charging the mages all in the same day, and then we came back
We did.
here, and then we did the vampires. So it was like a day ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's the 7th. That all happened on the 5th. So you've had a day.
Blinky still maybe. So yeah, only ones that have met Blinky are Chad and Zan.
I'd like to tell Tom that I have another order I want to put in with you, but it can wait till later.
Philip,
Sorry.
Whenever you need, talk to myself or Bjorn, and we'll make it sure it happens.
I think this is more you than Bjorn, so I'll talk to you.
All right.
Now, about his eating habits.
It's the strangest thing. He takes the bacon and he breaks it up, and then he doesn't eat it. He says it's a nervous tick or something.
I thought he invented bacon bits for a second. I was really excited.
That's a common thing about mountain dwarfs, I say. To a lot of people do. A lot of dwarves do that.
Yes, but it's odd. He likes his eggs runny as well.
That's just wrong.
I agree. I told him, cook it just a couple of minutes more. He goes, no, it's fantastic like this. And he puts it on his bread.
Probably puts ketchup on it, too.
over medium.
He eats the mushrooms raw. There's just so many things about this man that I can't say them all right now. It's too much. But he is good at his job, and we are good to have him.
He seems nice.
He's quite pleasant. He just has these odd things living together, you know.
Does he put pineapple on pizza?
Probably.
He's
Oh,
fired.
please say no.
We gotta get a new enchanter.
And we're back.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the stream. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Still kind of busy, but
Yeah, our DM is currently MIA, so for now we will have Gabby Bird step up as our DM.
a riot! Everyone, break down Revorhu's temple.
No!
Roll initiative on Satine and Tom.
No!
Haha.
Everybody's level 20.
Everybody's kung fu fighting. You're all level 20.
I like that part.
You may all multi-class as 3 classes.
Do we get 20 levels in each class?
You do. You do.
Sweet.
Yes!
You may all also, with each class, when you get to level 20, you get 3 per class. What's the word? For the magical items, like the highest tier? Legendary magical items. They can be homebrew. So whatever you guys think of, you get 9 of them.
I want to be the god of war.
I get an orb of kill Kuja's character instantly.
Okay, yeah.
Not if I'm a god, okay?
It's a god-killing sphere.
Yeah, you don't get a say in this. She said it could be homebrew.
I got a quarter that gives me an extra life.
And we're definitely level 10.
Sorry.
We were back. We tap
don't
danced for
worry.
you.
You what?
Everyone calm down.
Nobody
Put out
did
the fires.
anything.
We tap danced. We're currently leveling, so go. You do what you got to do.
There's no need to level.
We did nothing. No, nothing.
We did
What?
nothing wrong.
How are you?
We simply listened to what our DM told us to do.
But I wasn't here.
The pro tem DM.
No one said you.
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
There's a temp
We
DM.
promoted
The,
I
te-
promoted?
the temple is now burning.
Satine has died. He foiled.
We're level 60 apparently.
Yikes. Yikes.
Tom is now the BBEG.
They're level 60, multi-class, and 3 classes.
I now have a reason to watch the stream to see what occurred.
There was a lot of planning done in the last 20 seconds.
You guys should always plan.
Orb of kill.
I'll
Airwolf.
go away more often. All right.
Not very
Anywho.
well. Huge character.
There's no need. Cloak of Ultra Mega Doom.
Okay. So let's get back in. All right. So you're all in the temple.
And I
No,
had to talk
you're all
to
at the
Bjorn.
you're all at the Crazy Wisp.
Correct.
Well, except
Save for
Chitter.
Chitter.
Inner Inner. You want to talk to Bjorn?
Sorry, the pronunciation of Enna.
It was totally bad. I didn't mean to do that.
All right. So I want to. So Bjorn.
Yes.
Apparently, we're going to be fighting vampires. So I would, if you could do some research into, and I tell him all the things we've learned about vampires and what their weaknesses are and all that kind of stuff. So if there's anything enchantment wise, that you could do to any weapons or even possibly protections for armors, could you do some research into that?
Yeah. Like for
Like unstoppable vampire killing arrows or anything like that.
I'm not sure if that's possible, but I can take a look. I'll take a look. Check in with me near tomorrow afternoon, and I have a couple of items I'm working on, but I'll see if I can do together, of course.
Sounds good. And this does need high priority.
Yeah, of course. Yes. Did anyone else need anything?
I have stuff being worked on right now.
Right. All right. Well, back to enchanting, and he goes back to his room. Again, if there's anything you all require, you can come and go as you please. Your key works to the front door, this door, your door. So it's but only your room. They're special like that. But if you need anything, we eat at normal times of the day. So come on by.
One more question.
Yes.
What are the dimensions of our safes, vaults, whatever they are?
Your small safes are very small. They're probably 1 foot by 1 foot by 2 foot. They're not very. So the walls between are thick, but you can always use the community safe vault for any larger items that you could need. And we're looking into, like I said, expanding the basement. So if you have need for larger spaces or another vault, Master Chad can, of course, tell me whatever he needs.
I'm gonna sleep here.
It's end of the day now, right?
It's getting that way, yeah. It's getting close to sundown.
Zines will take the carpet out of her bag, fly to the temple, grab Blinky, and bring Blinky.
Okay.
Beowulf will talk into his ring and let Cheddar know that they're at the Crazy Wisp, and come by whenever he's done doing whatever he's doing.
Okay. So, does anyone have anything else they'd like to accomplish for the evening?
Nope.
All right. Then, meanwhile, this afternoon, Chitter, you have not gone with the group. What are you doing? I know, but I would like you to just go step by step what you are doing.
Okay, I head up to my room in the temple. I take off my papoose and my bag. I change it in my common clothes. I leave all my things on my bed. I pat Squeak on the head, pat the Bulgret. I take off my communication ring and set it on my end table. I take off my ring of Featherfall and set it on my end table. Then I am headed out.
Okay, so no jewelry, no armor, no weapons.
I will take my dagger.
Okay. So where are you heading? Where do you go?
What would you say is the wealthiest neighborhood in town?
The Tower District.
I will head to the Tower District.
Okay. The security is more, I mean, after the assassination, the guards have been upped in special
I-
areas.
Can I retcon? I left my pennant on.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can leave your guardian pennant, but you have no necklace of adaptation, no rings, nothing like that.
I
know.
had-
I'm asking.
Oh
Correct.
no, yeah, it's just the pennant. So,
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Um,
So yeah, they still recognize you as a guardian. You're allowed entrance,
Okay.
so you make your way into the tower district.
cool. I make my way to some sort of performance courts or whatever the entertainment section would be.
Okay. I mean, there's a higher establishment for nobles that you make your way to. It's a higher class. It's not a restaurant, but it's a higher class tavern. And you make your way inside, and you can see there's a stage to the right, and a couple of tables. It's got a comedy club kind of feel to it. A bunch of little tables. There's a bar to the left. If you go up, there is a small balcony that you can stand on, and you see to the right there sitting Sweet Song, your abandoned or long lost, estranged Kinku brethren, who just seems to be ending a performance. There are a couple of patrons in the bar, and as soon as sees you, eyes just kind of go wide, and you just hear a
I say in Orin, our bird speech, so no one else can understand us, lest there are other Kinku here, which is highly doubtful.
make a perception check.
Okay.
There are not that you can see.
Hey, bro.
Hello.
Yeah. Just cut to the chase, man. Need a favor. You want to make some money?
It has been long since I have seen you. Long time.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
How
Do you
long
care?
have you been? I do. What have you done with your life?
Well, for the past couple months, I know we haven't seen each other for longer than that, but I joined a club and been going on adventures and getting a bunch of money, you know, as you do, and been slaying dragons, trolls, and going under creepy tunnels, things like that. I broke out. No longer part of the whole Kinku slums thing. You and me. Look at us.
It is not a life I look to return to. What brings you to me?
I need a favor. I need your bard magic. Because Lord knows I've never really learned any of that stuff.
What have you gotten yourself into?
I don't know, but it's probably worth about 10,000 gold for you.
As soon as you mention the amount, his beak just drops. Why?
This is heavy. We haven't seen each other in a while anyway. It's gonna be a while longer.
Make a persuasion check. Oh my goodness.
Expertise.
He kind of... I will do this one thing for you as a token of our brotherhood.
It'll be the last thing, Sweet Song.
Well, on to it.
All right. Is there somewhere you have a dressing room or something?
I have room, and he kind of leads you up the stairs. This isn't necessarily an inn, but there are a couple of rooms, it seems, for whatever patrons that can pay would like to do with them.
Okay.
So he takes you to what looks like a smaller room, shuts the door, and locks it.
How's
Speak
your,
freely.
Yeah. How's your seeming spell? You know, you used that a lot back when we were in the slums.
It works the same.
Well, I was wondering if you could use that on me.
I ask again, what have you gotten yourself into, Chitter?
A bum deal. Nothing we're unfamiliar with.
All right. How would you like to seem?
Well, I want to be a human. I want to have auburn hair, fair skin, blue eyes, 2 piercings on each ear, and give me a little stubble.
All right. Anything else I should know?
An air of arrogance.
All right. How tall? How
Average height, maybe 6 foot.
all right. Do you know that it's not see-throughable, or it is, I should say. It's not foolproof. If inspected closely, someone could still see that you are not who you say you are.
I'm hoping it doesn't come to that.
All right. Given the description, I shall do this for you.
Well, I give him whatever other description I need.
Okay.
Basically.
Yeah, I mean, you've been with Zan long enough. You can describe it so that you appear as such. And Sweet Song takes his hands and does the incantation, speaks it in enough so that your form takes that of Zan Falcon.
Cool. I need you to come with me. I need you to do some stuff for me. Like I said, the reward's pretty hefty. I'll give you my bank password, okay?
Just like the good old days.
Yeah, but better, man. 10,000 gold on the table.
I'm living quite well, but you have asked and I will do this for you.
Thanks, man. Do you want the password now or later?
Let's do it now, as it sounds we're in some risky business.
Fair enough. Beowulf is a stinky warlock.
Best password ever.
That'll get you into the bank, especially considering we look exactly alike. as far as they know.
Right. Understood. Understood.
I just want to know if all the vaults in the Crazy Wisp just opened.
Was that the password for all of them?
What shall we do now?
I'm gonna need another spell. If you're not all zapped out for the day.
I am not.
Hit me with some non-detection, brother. I need something so someone can't see through this illusion we got going on.
When did you become so in the magic arts?
Man, literally every one of my friends knows magic but me. So, that's fun.
All right. And with that, you watch as he kind of walks over to a small chest and opens it, picks out a couple of bags and brings them over. And you watch as he sits down next to you and sprinkles what appears to be some diamond dust around in a circle around both of you. And he explains, and he touches you, and you are now undetectable.
Thanks, brother. Cool. Come with me. You'll be back. Do you have another performance tonight or anything?
Late.
Okay, you should be good then.
All right.
Come
So
on.
he willingly follows.
All right, we head over to the docks and just wait around for a while.
Okay. So you head over to the docks. Are you picking a specific spot? Are you out in the open?
Yeah, I don't want to be Zan at the docks, so I'm gonna try to hood up.
Throw a dagger.
Hood up or something, and tell Sweet Song to look out for a certain someone
Okay.
who looks like a certain something.
Okay. Little after sundown. Make a perception check.
Oh, also, I wanna have told Sweet Song something though.
Okay.
Sweet Song. I want you. So I'm gonna like tell him something that Sweet Song will say later. So I don't know if I should tell the stream right now, or just say it later. Like I'll tell you what Sweet Song knows, or do you want me to just message it to you?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, this is getting all kinds of shady. Everybody's like, "What's going on?"
Okay.
I'm scared.
Actually, can we go to secrets real quick?
Do you want me to go or not? And I'll
Nope.
put my headphones on so chat
Nope.
knows and I don't.
Oh, no, because it'll come up.
Okay. What's she doing?
We're all gonna die.
Well, no, but she's gonna. Never mind.
She's going to jail.
I hope she's not sacrificing herself.
Right, I was thinking maybe Baron.
But why would she sacrifice herself? That doesn't sound like.
All right.
La 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 la.
So natural 20 on the perception. So you see coming down the docks. It is well after sundown. The sun is down. But you can barely see with the torches that are being lit the Baron and what looks like his assistant coming down the docks. And they stop about 100 feet from you.
Okay. Do I know that they've seen me or us, or am I kind of shooting?
Well, you're standing there and you hear, "So you came, Zan Falcon. So you came."
Mimicry. I did. Listen. We have a few terms. Tell him, Chitter.
Leave him, or you can have him, but leave the body.
What Chitter said. You can have me. But they want the body.
You hear, "I was right to put my trust in you, Bird. We'll have more conversations later, at a later time. You can go now. I will return him once I am done."
Let Chitter stay and make sure that it's done and take my body back.
They slowly start to approach. "I'm not here to kill you. I'm here to take you."
Why don't you want to kill me?
Oh, maybe at a later time, but
What do you
we
want?
have some thumb biting to do, you and I.
You want a fisticuffs? Do you want me to apologize?
Those will be a start, yes.
Listen, I don't.
They're
Why
now
don't you just kill me and get it over with?
Because that would be too easy, Zan Falcon. I have to show your friends a lesson. You came into my town and just set things aflame. You ousted me as a vampire. What is the right there? And then you come into my house, you kill my people, and you set my house aflame again. How am I supposed to react to that?
I want to persuade him that I was under the influence.
What do you say?
That was a terrible mistake. We had a party back at the Guardian headquarters. I was completely out of order, but I've sobered up now, and I would like to pay penitence for my mistakes.
And penitence you will pay. But for now, Benjamin, and you watch as the assistant starts to slowly make his way towards you.
When will they receive my body?
A few days' time.
We don't have a few days. They want to build a pyre. They've started already. They know that I've come.
Now make a persuasion check. Very well, then. Very well.
Just be done with it. Here in front of Chitter. Here in front of the dogs. Use your magic. Torture me if you need to using your magic, but let's get it over with.
Well, you will die tonight, but not here and not now. So come with Benjamin, and we will see you safely to your demise.
Within 8 hours. Sounds good.
So Benjamin comes and steps and is now 10 feet in front of you. And this is the gentleman who ran down and got the Baron the first time.
Yeah, I put my hands up. I'll go willingly. Don't worry. I'll follow.
Okay. So you walk away, and Sweet Song kind of lurches, but stays, and Benjamin takes you back over to the Baron. And now the Baron starts to look at you. My prize. I've been waiting so, well, not quite long, but long enough. You have eluded me.
Well, here I am.
I mean, he's looking you over, so he's going to look.
Isn't it physical inspection?
What do you mean?
Like, does it touch me to know?
A creature can use its action to inspect a target and make an investigation check.
What about divination, though? Isn't it the I guess the investigation isn't divination. That's just
Correct.
detect magic.
All right, Sand Falcon, then. Let us go.
Where are we going?
Oh, we have quite a party planned for your friends this evening.
For my friends? Hold on. I'm here because I am payment in exchange for their safety.
Benjamin the Shackles. And-
I said I'd come willingly.
Yes, but I need you for a future time. We need to meet our friend. We are putting together quite the plan.
Yes, not with my friends, though. That was part of the deal that Chitter made with you back at the house that I totally know about.
Yes, but there is one thing, and Benjamin takes your hand and clasps it, and then takes the other one, and you are now shackled behind. There's a thing you should know about me, and while I did not technically eat people in Hilford, I do like to taste people. They taste very tasty. And I'm going to taste more of the people here in Parna, as I already have. And there's one more thing about me. I like to lie. So, I'm going to take you and Benjamin, and we will go find my friend. He deals in the undead. And we're going to go ahead and find your friends at the temple. And we're going to make them pay. And if they want you back, as I'm sure they do, there will be a barter because you came willingly, and it's just funny to me to see you fall into my trap. Sorry.
I
So
spit
come
on
along.
his face. How does this sweet song?
He smacks you across the face. There will be no more of this rudeness, Zen Falcon.
Can Sweet Song perceive anything that was said?
He's about 100. You guys are about 100 feet away now, so he's kind of out of ear range.
Okay. Well, Sweet knows. Yeah. Sorry if I didn't tell you. I want Sweet to go. I wanted Sweet to take the body back to the temple, so I guess now he would want to take the body back to the temple, but there is no body, meaning he would go back to the temple.
Sure. Well, so Sweet Song starts to slowly walk away, and as you look behind, your brethren is no longer there. Come along then, on to the festivities.
I love a good party.
So it is now well past nightfall, and you take a nice stroll from the docks back into the inner city, and you look as though you are heading towards the temple district. But before you get to the ramp that would lead to such, you make your way to the cemetery, and it looks like there is a hooded figure there. And as the Baron approaches, he turns around. Are you ready? And he creepily licks his teeth. And the Baron asks, is it ready? Yes, it is all ready, if it's time. And, well, the temple is just up here. So
Can I have on the way try to pickpocket Benjamin?
With your hands?
With something, try to sideways or get in front of him and trip or something like that. Whoops, pocket swipe, something. Disadvantage, sleight of hand or something. If not, that's
roll a d20 to try to trip him. And add your athletics.
So just roll athletics.
Yeah, just roll athletics.
17.
Okay, so you successfully accidentally put your foot out, and Benjamin trips. And as he's getting up, he's kind of close to you. Go ahead and make a disadvantage sleight of hand. What are you going for? The key?
The key, yeah. Anything
Okay.
I could use to pick, which
Okay.
I don't know that he would have anything. Sleight of hand?
18. Okay. Yeah, you bump into his pocket just enough to get the key, and you have it behind your back.
Okay. So they're leading me somewhere now?
Well, you are now in the cemetery.
Mhm.
And once it is done, we will go up this ramp and we will attack the Temple of Revorhu. Is it going to be a problem? It is a problem, but we are taking care of him, don't you worry. Right, then we'll meet you up there. Very well. And as you guys start to walk away from the cemetery, you hear this incantation, and you listen as you hear the rustling of graves. It seems all the graves are now shaking, and you hear the ground moving. And as you take your last sight that you can see before getting to the top of the cliff that the temple district sits on, you watch as all the bodies in the cemetery rise as zombies.
Hey guys, looks like the undead army wasn't vampires after all. I mean, they were involved, but it wasn't them.
They're
will-
just leading it.
He
Yeah.
will just be a moment.
That's racist.
That's
You just assume that they're leading the undead army. I mean, it turns out that they were, but
We're not the ones in shackles and been tricked.
you don't know anything.
what you're really
I'm
trying to
tricking
say
them.
is we were absolutely right. Thanks.
No. They are undead. They are not the undead army.
If we just chill in the Wisp, there might be some Tokar openings coming up really soon.
Heyo. Also a guardian opening.
So they,
good guardian.
Heyo.
they lead you to the temple, but past the front and to the side, where there is a small grove of trees and a fountain that you have seen before.
Meanwhile, if Sweet Song was headed there, would he have gone directly there?
Well, you'd also see as you're cresting the cliff, Sweet Song is slowly making his way, trailing you guys.
Sweet Song, you idiot! Do what I tell you. You never listen to me. Younger brothers are the worst. Scream to the heavens.
And after about 5 minutes, there and now Benjamin is holding your arm to make sure that you don't try to pull anything. You hear what sounds like gasps and shrieks, and this giant hand comes over the cliff and shakes the ground, and you look like it's not a normal hand. It is a clump of zombies that have amalgamated themselves all together to create this giant humanoid form, which also climbs straight up the cliffs and is now standing in front of the Temple of Revorhu. It has dead bodies and just has a mess of different things that make it this giant form. And you watch as over the shoulder climbs the hooded figure who shouts down, "Up this way, up this way!" And you see as zombies start to shamble up the ramp as they have not all become this amalgamated form. And it, with large footfalls, standing at least 80 feet tall and about 40 feet wide, it just shakes the ground as it just goosh, goosh.
Well,
And you watch as in one fist, it just breaks through the side of the temple, which has this nice painted stained glass window, and it just shatters and grabs onto the wall and rips it asunder. And you watch as it does this, and as you kind of struggle, Benjamin holds you tighter, still not noticing that the key is in your hand and in your possession. "Well, Zan Falcon," the Baron says, "isn't this quite a difference? You come to my house, and now I'm tearing yours apart. Isn't it wonderful?" And with that, the giant zombie takes the roof and just launches it all over the city wall. And so now there are tons of acolytes that are just standing in horror, and a couple of the zombies have now made their way up onto, and they lurch into and are now attacking. You watch as Tom, who is sitting at his desk, looks around just as a zombie bites into his neck and tears it off, and and a couple of the acolytes run, and you watch as you don't currently see Satine, but a couple of the acolytes now have zombies tackling them, and they are ripping their necks out, and the zombie amalgamate, with 2 steps, takes a hand and rips now most of the Temple of Revorhu is just gone. It takes its hand and bashes, and now half of the temple is just gone. And the Baron is just standing there going, "Oh, where are your friends staying? Is it there?" As the zombie punches through where your rooms would be.
Don't be a jerk.
Did I get to Blinky in time?
You did,
Oh.
because the rest of you were at the Crazy Wisp. So you have made it to the Crazy Wisp. It is now after nightfall. So anything.
Okay, we need to pause for a second so Dreeve can breathe.
Anything you had in your room.
Squeak Squeak and the ball grid are still in my room.
They are.
Hopefully Squeak Squeak was smart enough to like pop out of a window or something. I'm not sure about the dumb little peacock, but we'll see. It's like a dodo, but all right. So I want to tell the
You do have Blinky.
Okay. Well, Baron, there's something you should know about me too. And just as the zombie took out Tom's jugular, I've got a beak, and I want to make a piercing attack on Benjamin's throat. Reach over it.
All right, go ahead and make an attack.
What do you want me to do?
Do you have a beak attack?
No, but there's probably some kind of crow beak attack.
Well, just make a
unarmed, right?
Yeah, it'd basically be
sharp.
an unarmed attack. So make a
piercing damage. Yeah, but yeah.
All right. I'll let you.
Can I get sneak attack damage?
Well, if it hits, I'll let you roll a d20 and add your dex modifier because it's kind of finesse to get the beak in the jugular. I'll allow that.
Stab it, grab it, and pull it out.
So d20 plus dex.
Okay.
Hey, Wisp people, who wants to go check out the crow's nest with me for no reason at all?
Yeah, we never did get to see the top of that.
Yeah, we didn't go up there. I forgot.
Oh my gosh!
So
I've got a trick of my own. And he just
lunge for Benjamin, and you trip over yourself and fall on the ground. The Baron takes his foot and places it on your neck.
That's fair.
You will watch this. And over the next 5 minutes, the zombie just takes apart piece by piece the temple, and there are acolytes that are running, and you watch as a couple that have been attacked stand up, start to drift around, and then run towards the amalgamation, which absorbs them and starts to become bigger. And
what the heck is Sweet doing? Is he just like observing, or would he have been like, "Oh, I gotta tell everybody, go find everybody," or what? Like,
Sweet
he doesn't know that they're at the Wisp.
He does not.
Well, I guess like I knew they said they were going to the Wisp, but I don't know that I would have told him like, "Hey, this is where you could find them." If not, well, he's got to go get somebody. He's not gonna stay in here and watch this. Like, yeah, it's cool. Tom did.
Well, I guess because we're inside the. Wait, did Bjorn do the spell that keeps sound from in and out? So we wouldn't even know this is going on.
Currently, no. No, you would not. Let me check one thing really quick.
Can we feel things shaking? Because it seems like there's a lot of shaking of buildings going on.
It is. You're currently not on the same. You're not on the same.
Which would mean it would reverberate even more because we're up.
Sure.
Hey, Boom, pop up to Secrets chat real quick.
Sure.
Uh-oh. He's gonna get yelled at for killing his only friend.
If you kill Tom,
why does nothing I ever want to do work? Ever. I just want to die.
What?
I was supposed to die. I thought it would kill me right then and there. As penitence for Zan.
Want to play a new character?
I don't know, but it was gonna solve that problem, and then I was gonna have Sweet Song steal something from him, and then he could use it for scrying, which is also a spell he can do.
So what town do you guys think we should guard next time?
Because we're gonna die. I run away.
I legit was about. I was crying for like half a second because
I've had Squeak so much longer than you. Don't even. He's dead. It's a rat pancake.
So basically, if you want some plan to work, you just can't tell the DM.
I didn't tell him. I told him I was going to disguise myself as Zan, and then he's like, well, roleplay it from there. And I was like, all right.
Oh, okay.
I guess he really wanted us to stay in the Wisp that night.
No, if you want a plan to work, don't roll dice.
Freaking crit one. I wouldn't have got, even if I did get away, I thought he would kill me right then and there and be like, well, that's that. Showboat.
Evil masterminds like to gloat and torture people.
But I didn't. Mm.
EBEG, guys.
Every villain is lemons.
So how are you guys doing?
Just remembering back to the house when we could have killed this guy.
Or back when
We didn't know that
we
he
were
was
in
going to
the
lead an
town.
army.
Okay, so I mean, Sweet Song would definitely try to go get help.
Okay.
Where is he going?
All Chitter knows is down the ramp.
Bye.
So as the large zombie finishes, you watch as the necromancer with the hood takes his hood off. Where to next, Baron? Where to next? The Baron. Do you see those towers? I believe that those would be quite a nice place to go next. Let it be done. Let it be done. And the giant zombie starts hulking towards down the ramp towards the tower. So now it is you, Benjamin, the Baron, and anyone that might still be alive at the temple.
Okay, so hang on. So we've told everybody, Temple, Tokars, everybody, to more guards, be on the alert, all that kind of stuff. So any guards that are near the temple have hopefully alerted the entire town.
Or the guards have seen it from the towers. Seen it.
First of all, you don't know. Second of all, we're getting to that.
The bells are ringing. Everybody's on guard.
Right, that's what I was trying to
We're
do.
blissfully asleep in our beds, not
Yeah.
hearing anything.
Yep.
We're in our private sanctum.
He could have done this without me, so we all could have been at the whist, and this just would have been going on.
Zynes like takes Blinky out to use the bathroom, sees what's going on.
You're right,
Little
Chitter.
litter
It's
box.
so much better now.
At least you have someone to come and tell somebody something's going on. Not me.
So the Baron now looks down at you with his foot on your throat. Are you ready to die, Zen Falcon?
Not today! And I want to try to undo my shackles.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check. Okay. You slip the key in, turn it once.
Oh, excuse me. There's with my expertise.
Oh, sorry. 25 doesn't do it, unfortunately. Sorry. You unlock the shackles and you now have your hands free.
Mm-hmm. And I want to dagger the Achilles and then run like the wind.
No fly.
I left my.
Go ahead and make an attack.
I thought someone would be there to get it. Okay.
Chitter's gonna be naked for this fight.
She's like the wind. Or he.
16.
16 hits.
And it's poison.
Okay.
Good, the tendon, and then run.
So go ahead and roll your element damage.
Okay. 4d6. 46 of damage. 16. To the leg. Fraction wise, his leg might be off at this point.
So 16 plus 9, so 25.
Yes.
And that's to Benjamin or the Baron?
The Baron's lead, yeah. Because I was on the ground, I like unshackled, roll over, whoosha, and then I want to roll over and run.
Well, he's still got his foot on your neck, but you
Well,
jam,
hopefully, yeah.
you jam it into his leg, and it startles him enough to pick his leg up. But Benjamin's going to attempt to grab you as you start to scuttle away.
Can I make a dex save?
You can make a dex save. 13. He got a 17. So as you start to scramble, he grabs you and now has you grappled, so that his hand is on your neck.
Does he
Now-
feel feathers?
Yeah, when his hand is around my neck, something goes over it. Like there's a,
Right, because
a
your
fat
neck.
bird.
Right. So yeah, he's got you, but not where your neck should be.
So the inspection, would the illusion drop?
The illusion doesn't drop, but he just. Baron, I'm not sure we have the right man.
I am no man. Steve,
Come.
come, mother effers.
Who are you stabbing?
Benjamin's such a weasel. I want to try and get him right in the trachea or whatever his hole is.
Go ahead and make an attack on Benjamin.
So let's see. Is that once a day only? That can only be used once a day? Yeah.
The element damage can. You can still use it as dagger. It's
All
still
right,
a +1 dagger.
Okay. 9. To the throat. Guy can't even talk
yeah,
anymore.
20
I don't
okay,
want to
so-
hear another word out of Ben.
Okay, so you jam it into his neck.
Right in the windpipe hole. Right in the smoke hole.
And he just
No noise, Ben.
I'm doing this now. And he is going to make a bite attack at you.
I grow little teeth.
But 3 plus. Yeah, that. Oh, yeah, still doesn't hit. Well, wait, what's
16.
your armor class?
16.
No, it doesn't. That doesn't hit. So he tries to bite, but with the illusion, just doesn't quite know where your neck is, but still has you grabbed.
I want to
The
do
Baron.
that thing. Okay.
Well, the Baron's going to. I'll take care of him and try to cast Hold Person on you.
Okay. If he fails, I want to try something.
So go ahead and make a Wisdom saving throw.
Does
I'm
Chad's
the best.
axe glow blue or anything? I'm just wondering.
Because of undead,
Sure.
or you just want something that tells you I can help my friend.
I still think I would have been able to feel we wouldn't feel things moving.
Well, we'll get to the path the giant zombie takes here in a second. An 8. Okay, so you feel your muscles tense up and lock, and you are now in place, unable to move.
What am I able to do at all? Can I speak or anything?
You are paralyzed.
Including on
So incapacitated, can't speak, can't move. You fail strength and dex saves. Attack rolls against you have advantage. An attack that hits you is a critical hit if the attacker's within 5 feet.
There it is. Then I'm done.
Well, but
However.
at the end of each of your turns, you can make another Wisdom saving throw. So the way we've been running it, it's been you, Benjamin, Darren. So it'd be your turn again. So go ahead and make a Wisdom saving. You can't take any action, but make a Wisdom saving throw to try and
15.
15 saves. So you feel at the end of your turn, your muscles come back to you, and Benjamin's going to attempt to bite you again.
I don't want to take movement for opportunity attack, but because I'm surrounded by 2 people, but I need to leave because I can't take that.
Let's see.
If I picked back up my ring, would I still be attuned to it? Or because I took it off, I break attunement?
No, you're still
Is it until someone else attunes to it?
the stuff you left in the temple, you mean?
Yeah.
You'll still be attuned to it. So bite, 18 hits.
Yes.
So you take 7 piercing damage and 10 necrotic damage.
Okay.
But your
hold
maximum hit points are reduced by 10.
Okay, hold on. I have uncanny dodge though. I can have the attack. So,
Okay, so 5, and your max hit points is reduced by 5.
So hold on. How much damage altogether? Because there were 2 types of damage.
The first one's 7, and then the second one will be 5. So 12 altogether, but your max is reduced by 5.
Okay. Okay.
The Baron is going to. If you struggle, this will be worse. And it's now your turn.
Man, I left everything back there. I don't have any cool stuff.
And technically, your armor class wouldn't be
Oh no!
16. It would technically be 10
I'm at 10.
because you
But
have
Revor is
nothing.
protecting me with his pen, right? I have holy armor, mage's armor.
Right.
Pants. Okay. All I have is my dagger. So,
Yeah. And you're currently grappled.
which means I can't move, but I can still attack.
You have to use your action to break the grapple.
All right. By what? Did I just do that, or is it a roll?
It's a roll. It's an athletics check.
Okay. 25.
Nah, you get out. So you
Aha.
slip. You slip away. You're still within melee distance, but you're free from his grasp.
Okay. Can I use an action now or no?
Yeah, you have your turn. Well, you used your action, but you still have bonus. Whatever you can do is bonus.
Can I use a? Can attack as a bonus though?
I don't
Let's see.
think as a
No.
rogue, you can do other things, but I don't think you can attack as bonus.
Yeah, hold on. Advantage, blah, okay. Could have used that earlier. Okay, no, okay, no, I want to use an attack, so I'll that's it.
Okay. See, I said you. Oh, Benjamin Barron. You, Benjamin Barron. Okay, so Benjamin's going to attempt to claw you.
Okay.
So that's a 18.
That's it'll hit.
And you take 8 bludgeoning damage as he just like whacks you in the side of the head.
Okay.
And then the Baron is going to put his hand on you, and lightning streaks through you. He's going to make a attack. Natural 20.
That's a crit.
So you take lightning damage and can't take reactions until the start of your next turn.
Is it an area effect or a targeted attack?
It's just you. It's just you. You take 24 lightning damage.
Okay.
Excuse me. 16. I rolled. Yeah, wrong. 16.
So half of that, 8, because of uncanny dodge, because I can see it.
Sure. Yep. Well, yeah. Yep. Because that's not a reaction. That's just something you do, right?
Uncanny dodge. When an attacker that you see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to half
So
the
you-
attack's damage.
Says you can't take reactions until the start of your next turn.
Okay. So just
your-
as full damage then?
Yep.
Okay, so 16 you said?
Yep.
Okay.
And your turn.
Okay. I don't know. Something witty. As you can see, wait, no you can't. And then I want to stab him in the eyes.
Who?
The Baron.
Okay.
Try to go for his eyes.
All right. 13 misses. You just stab past his head.
Okay. Okay. You can still see. Fair enough. That's all. I gotta get out of here.
Okay. Benjamin's going to unarmed strike. That's a 28 to hit.
Yep.
You take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as he just cracks you in the chest.
So wait, because I went, do I get to half that damage now?
Yes.
Okay.
The Baron's just going to grab you again, and you just need to die. But that is a 12 to hit, which still hits. You take 5 lightning damage.
Okay.
Your turn.
He's grappled me again? Or he just
Nope.
grabs me?
He just grabbed you to deliver the shock.
Okay. I you know what? I don't know. Like, I'm gonna die here. So what am I supposed to do? Like, all I can do is disengage
Okay. Yep.
and run.
Okay. Where are you running?
I know they're at the wisps. Well, I don't want to go to the temple. There's so many zombies there.
Most of the zombies are gone. There's only really dead bodies.
Yeah, they'll find me though. They'll see me running there.
Well, your stuff's at the temple in the rubble, so it's up to you.
I want to go, and then I'll try to make, like, if I get there successfully, I want to try to make a stealth check to hide there, like to hide among the rubble, so they can't find me, maybe something.
Okay, so you're gonna
So I
run
wanna
towards the
try to-
rubble.
Yeah, I'm gonna run. So which will be disengage, and I'll run. Blah, which will be
You don't have to move, but yeah,
Okay.
you just book it towards the rubble,
cool.
and I mean you can use your bonus to dash too. You
Okay.
can use your action, or you use your bonus to
Disengage.
disengage probably, but your action you could dash still and get up to
60 feet.
60 feet away, and then you don't have a bonus to hide, unfortunately.
Okay.
All right. As soon as you just book it, the Baron goes, "Let him go. It's fine. We have bigger fish to fry and to go help our friend." And they both start to make their way down towards the city. Make a perception check.
20.
You notice as the Baron and Benjamin both turn into bats and start to fly away down towards into the city. You see as a number of guards are now coming towards the rubble, and you can see the very faint outline of the mass making its way through buildings straight towards the Tower District. Everyone that is sleeping, I would like you to make perception checks with disadvantage. If you'd like to search for your ring while this is happening, Chitter, you can make an investigation check.
We would have had some amazing ones with advantage there.
2 crit fails. These beds are good, guys.
They're so comfy.
Wow, 3 crit
3
fails.
crit fails. Yeah, that's so comfy.
What the heck?
I feel like I'm home.
Was the 14 you or Chill?
Chill.
Okay. So then in the middle of, well, it's not the middle of the night, but you guys have all had your rest and have gone to sleep. You hear, and I know this one well.
Chill's gotta pee.
Chill manages that all on his own.
He consistently now is booping you with his nose.
So if he's making noise, it's important, and everybody knows that.
So you are now awake, and Chill just kind of sniffs at the ground, which he has felt shaking, which woke him up.
Has time enough passed for us to get spell slots and stuff back?
Well, first question. When do you take your 4 hours? Do you usually take that at the end of the evening, the middle, or the beginning?
It depends on if I'm needed to stand guard for anything, but since this place is so well protected, I would have just done my meditation initially.
Okay. So then, so Chilled comes and gets you, and you felt the ground shake too, but you didn't think much of it. But now he's showing urgency.
We get everybody up and we go down wherever.
Okay.
Check the crow's nest. We can see everything.
Do you all put on your armor?
Yes.
I sleep with it on.
Okay.
I always sleep with mine. I just have an armor stand just in case I want to take it off.
Okay. And then you're all assembled. Those of you that still have to put it on. You make your way downstairs. Chitter, you currently are running through the rubble. You do find what looks like a hand, and you start to take away the rocks in the rubble. You find the face of Satine, who is in his meditations with a book.
Uh-huh.
And he appears to be dead.
But I kiss him.
All right.
With true love's kiss of friendship.
He is
then
still,
I cry onto him like Rapunzel.
and no life comes back to the body.
I take my 50 gold back and I go to my room.
Talk to Rivorhu. Talk to Rivorhu.
I place the gold back and think about it.
I would say that's probably a no on the spell slots, as you haven't had a full rest, so you're still where you were.
Oh.
Okay, make another investigation check because you're more close where your room was.
Hold on,
Okay,
no.
the rest of you,
Listen.
I'm listening.
Rivorhu. I ain't know what kind of good you done for me all this time I've been serving you. I'm a Kenku. We're all like lowly. We don't serve nobody. I'm a freaking demon, for goodness sake. I turn on my god. I come to you. What I get? What I get but a bunch of dead folk around me. You better start showing some signs of miracles, magic, or I'm a cut a fool. So do something here. This is Satine, one of your greatest servants. Hook it up. I'll wait.
You do hear a small voice in the back of your head that just says, "You are my guardian, and my city needs guarding."
Satine needs guarding. Satine needs life. He can help us. He's the one who collected us in the first place. The only reason we're here is because of Satine. You can't take your greatest servant away from you and from us. Who's gonna guide your sheep?
No response.
Try,
You're the worst.
try asking for a puppy.
Also, Wade wants a puppy. Okay, let's go to my room.
Well, I mean, your room isn't there.
To my room area.
because- Yeah, you'll make another investigation check because you're closer.
11.
You were able to find the ring of communication. You were able to find your armor. And without more digging, that is what you find. It takes you about 5 minutes to put your it takes you about 2 minutes to put your armor on.
I want to look for my weapons and also my ring of featherfall. And no, foremost, I'm looking for Squeak Squeak and the dodo.
You kept your weapons, didn't you?
I
No,
kept one dagger.
he only brought a dagger. All right, make another investigation check. The rest of you have assembled down at the bottom of the wisp. You come out, and by this time, guards are throughout the city, telling people to stay indoors, to find refuge. You do see that one of the towers appears to have a small fire coming from the top of it. If you'd like to know which one, you can make a perception check.
Because those went so great for us last time.
And not with disadvantage now, because you're not sleeping in a soundproof room.
I don't know.
Guys, my first nat 20.
It is the tower closest to you all, which is Refuse's tower. Has a small tower. Has a small.
Oh, we
fire at the top of it.
Yay!
And you do look down the street to the left. The guards are running that way. You look to the right near the cemetery, and there are a couple of bodies that are shambling out that appear. Zan Falcon, from where you are, you can see your uncle has risen from the dead and is currently walking from side to side.
Man, Chitter knows how to throw a party.
When Zynius is out, as soon as Zynius has cleared the door of the wisp, she's on the carpet and in the air.
And I jumped on with her.
Okay. From the top, you can see that there is this giant mass that is currently pushing on Rasfusa's tower.
I point and say, take us there.
Of course, I listened to Chad and I tried to direct us over to the tower as fast as the carpet will let us get there.
Okay. Chitter, you do recover the rest of your belongings. It appears squeak, squeak. You hear squeak, 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 squeak. And next to it, there is a...
Oh, sorry. I dig him out.
Yeah.
Whoa. You kill my pony, my dogs, my uncle, my best friend Tom, but you let her keep squeak.
Wait.
He was there from the first.
Hold on.
Wait. There's one more we're about to hear about.
Hold on. Next to squeak, squeak, there's
Nobody
a
cares
lifeless...
about the Bulgrit.
He didn't have
The-
a name yet. That's true.
The
That's
Bulgrit
Chitter's
has
baby.
died.
I whisper to him in Auran. Baya con Dio. But not for Vorhu, because F that guy. And then I leave!
Okay. Chad and Zinies, you guys fly as fast as the carpet will take you. And you get closer, and you now see what appears to be this giant 80-foot tall, which is almost half the tower's size, mass of zombie corpses and nasty gunk and junk, which is pushing on the tower. And as you get close enough, it rears back, puts a punch straight into the wall. It doesn't appear to have much, but you see a little bit of cracking.
I leap off the carpet, do a front flip, bring my axe to bear, and hit the zombie monster.
As he does that, when he's jumping, I want to cast Enhance Ability on him.
Okay. Let me find...
What is bigger, this abomination or the dragon?
Or Chad.
This thing is gargantuan, so it's a bit bigger than the dragon.
And I will cast, he will get Bear's Endurance.
Oh, and I raged just before I did the whole thing.
Okay.
I'm pretty pissed.
So he gets, hold on.
You interrupted Chad's sleep time.
Right?
So I'm giving you Bear's Endurance, so you get 2d6 temporary hit points as well. You get advantage in Constitution checks.
Rolling like a
No.
werewolf.
Okay, so you get extra hit points. So you're jumping off the carpet and onto the top of this thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring my axe down and I'm gonna use it as a climbing axe to get down, but I'm doing it with an attack.
Sure. So you're gonna end up being on the back of this thing, but you're trying to use it to slowly let yourself down.
Or no, if I can stay on top of it, I will. But if it looks like I'm gonna have to have a lot of dex checks, I'm just gonna keep having it inserted.
It's pretty big. So go ahead and make a
Attack.
acrobatics check to get on it. I would think Zinies would land you close to it, but make an acrobatics check. Okay, that's enough. She gets you close, and you jump off. You start to hack at it. You notice on the back of this thing is this man with a cloak, and as you hack into, he looks at you and just gives you hello. But you're too busy hacking. Go ahead and make an attack towards this thing. Nice.
Okay, this is on the big monster, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's 27 plus another. That's 30. No, yeah, 39 so far. Now I roll a d20, correct?
Mhm.
If ever I needed to roll a d20 crit, this is the one.
But
What-
you still.
I still have
you
to do
still
some. Was it 46? I have to look.
I believe so. So 39 is just the base damage.
Yeah, it's because
Okay.
of brutal critical.
Right.
Yeah, 46. That was 4 dice, 6.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So that would be.
An additional 14. I would have loved to have lopped something off of this thing, like an arm. That would have been amazing.
You have the roll.
Oh, you can redo it.
Oh
Which
my
is-
god. There's not going to be a better time. Yes, I'm going to re-roll my 20.
All right.
Have Cass cuss them out.
Cass starts swearing at the dice.
I hear you. Ah.
That would have been really, really cool. But nonetheless, you jump onto this thing, take diplomacy, smack it, and with that, you watch as the clump that you're on is currently a couple of torsos, and you just smash through like 3 heads at a time, and they just all like, and the thing kind of, you hear this groan from like 200 zombies as they all like feel the same pain.
I say, that's not my opinion.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing? They've made it to ground zero.
So I have conjure animals.
Yes.
And I'm level 10. So at level 10, you get 4 times the default. The default is for a level 1 beast, I could do 2. So because I'm level 10, 2 times 4 is 8. So I can do 8. So
Eight beasts, conjure animals.
8 beasts at level 1 or at character CR1. Challenge rating.
This says 8 beasts of challenge rating 1/4 or lower. That's what the spell says.
Right, but if you look at higher levels,
Oh, I'm looking.
That means it has to be cast at higher levels.
oh damn it, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, so as far as the number, so I'm only doing it at level 3 spell.
Right, which is the base. So you get
All right, so I
One
can only have 2 of level 1.
of CR1. Yes.
Fine, it'll have to be 2. I'm gonna do 2 giant eagles,
Okay.
and they're gonna attack the zombies.
We've called in an airstrike.
Okay. Well, the rest of you are the rest. I take it if they're gonna fly there, the rest of you are gonna just book it towards the
Yeah.
tower. Then.
I'm gonna use my scroll of Fey Beast.
Actually, since I am conjuring the 2 giant eagles, they can fly us there,
They could. Yes.
so we could get there fast.
Okay. So we'll say Zines and Chad jumped on the carpet and went away. You cast so that there are 2 giant eagles, and you say, get on. So you chill, Zan Falcon and Bearwolf, do you get on the eagles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the eagles take you guys near the carpet. Do you want to hover? Do you want to land? There's a little space between the current houses and the tower where the giant aggregate is.
I would like to be on the ground at a distance from him.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and just tell me how far you want to be, because we're going to end up going into combat next session. So let's get everyone kind of placed, and then we'll go from there. Chitter, what are you doing? Can't hear you. Nope.
Testing.
Yes.
I would be headed towards the Wisp.
Okay.
Don't know how far I'll get there in the amount of time, but and they said that they were going towards the Wisp. I don't know if I'll see Sweet Song on the way. But
Make a perception check.
She doesn't have a key either.
Chitter, yeah, there you go. Okay. So you do get down the ramp. You do not currently see Sweet Song, but you do see these flying entities going from the Wisp towards the tower.
Probably heard me yelling as I was attacking too.
Do we
Yeah.
recognize a man walking down a ramp down there?
Oh, you guys are currently like
oh,
focused
that's right.
on
I'm still
getting
Zan.
to the tower. So you probably would not have seen the other Zan.
Wait, you have your ring again, don't you?
No.
I do have my ring.
Did you find it?
I did.
But
So what would you like to
you weren't
do?
answering, so
I wasn't, but now I am. Hey guys! Hey you guys!
little busy.
As you just hear Chad yelling into the ring. "Ah!"
Yeah. Guys, I got some things to tell you about the temple.
Little busy.
Does he sound like Zan?
Oh,
No.
no, I can mock it if I want to, but no. No, I sound like Chitter. Disappointed Chitter. I can't even die right. Okay. Guys,
Were you in the temple when it exploded?
no, I saw it happen. Guys, I'm on my way to you. Nothing ever works out the way I want it to in Dungeons & Dragons, so I'm coming.
Where are you right now?
Where am I right now?
You're about halfway between the ramp and the crazy wisp when you see them fly. So you're probably.
Where are you guys going?
To fight the bad guys at the temple.
Are there bad guys at the temple?
No, the towers.
Oh, the
Tower,
tower.
sorry.
Oh, okay. You guys going to the towers? I'll meet you at the towers.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, yeah, they're taking off, and it's a quick flight for them. You'll probably be able to get there somewhat soon. Okay, so let's say.
And I do want to, because since I was flying and get Chad close, if I saw the necromancer on the controlling the zombie thing, I do want to cast something on him.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
Do I need to do my Fey Beast scroll, or do we?
You'll have enough time to do that, and then we'll start combat.
Okay.
He's got to make a wisdom saving throw.
Those aren't turning into ellipses. Okay.
Oh, rather, I want to start casting it. Sorry, start casting.
Oh, it's a minute. Okay.
Yeah. You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna take that back because that's not gonna work.
Okay. So this giant red box is the mass. Chad is on it. How close or far away do you want to be? Over here is going to be the tower. So place yourself. So you can't be at the tower because it's right against the tower.
That's the
But
front side of it as well, too, right?
Right. So this is going to be the butt. So if you need to figure out how far away you want to be with your tools. Chitter, you're going to be, even if you dash, you're going to be a few rounds away, unfortunately.
Does that work for you, Boom?
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be hovering above. Okay.
Akio
Yeah,
is who?
the necromancer. And currently there is no sight of the Baron or Benjamin. Okay, so is everybody where they want to be? Because this will give me references when I put you on the map. Because there will be a map.
I want to be right next to the necromancer, but I'm probably not going to be able to. I'm probably right here, right?
I mean, yeah, you're within
Strike distance.
you can move over to him next time.
Okay.
I mean,
Cool. No
you
problem.
guys are on this thing. Go ahead and do your thing, Beowulf.
Well, it's a scroll. I don't really have descriptions on it.
Okay, what scroll is it?
Conjure Fey Beast.
Okay, so you summon a Fey creature of challenge rating 6 or lower. So you can pick that and then figure out what it's going to be. Yeah, yeah. Should be okay. Casting time's a minute, but I don't remember how that works with scrolls. I don't remember if it's the same or not. Okay, so it'll take you a minute to do that.
Okay.
Dude, if you do that, that's a minute is 10 rounds.
So you have to
FYI.
decide if you want to read this.
So that's why I had to stop doing mine or retcon mine because mine's a minute as well, which is 10 rounds.
He pulls out the scroll. He sees it says casting time 1 minute, and that's the cliffhanger.
So as you guys arrive, I'll get you your giant eagles because you still have them. As you guys arrive and land down and get where you want to be, you look up at this massive thing that is currently trying to just pound on this golden tower that is one of the pinnacles of Parna. And knowing that something has gone down at the temple, you face unknown ventures and almost an emptiness, not knowing what the death count is quite yet. And you look up at this thing and think, this is going to be interesting. And that is where we will end for this session.
Do you want to remind about the charity stream?
Mm-hmm. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Quite an interesting day. We'll be back next week with more of Guardians of Parna, bar something horrible happens. But in 2 weeks, we'll be back with a charity stream. It's going to be a one-shot. We'll be here an hour earlier, so 3 p.m. EDT. You guys will be able to buy things to influence the game for charity. We are going to help St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, and we would love your support and your help. We've got some pretty cool things planned, and we might give some teasers for that next week. So check us out on Twitter, twitter.com/OTTDND. Check us out on Discord and YouTube and all the things. Until next time, we'll see you guys, and thanks for watching.